Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. The Pac-12 race starts, and it starts in earnest with this showdown that we have in store for you. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. Running behind that left side. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. Across the 45. There's a crease. Touchdown Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Freeman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. And send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. It's complete. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard.
There he goes! He's at the and he's touchdown Cougar! When that got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Martin back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pocket breaking down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Gets it out of the air for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get.
Touchdown Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play, and we stopped after a short return as the coverage unit right on top of it. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Keep it on the ground. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and 6 yards to go. Might be changing the route. Martin will throw it. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll start this drive firing. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Cougars are threatening on first and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Quick strike complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Martin back to pass. Punts it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently. And he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights.
He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Washington State going quickly.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot.
Finding some room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Working the big fella downfield and outside. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Touchdown, Wazoo! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Starts to scramble to the left. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left. Heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to switch immediately when you're playing defense and that QB gets outside the pocket. I got to understand my scramble rules. I got to understand now I start running towards where I'm at. The other side of the field, I got to start getting to the middle of the field, understanding what the receivers are doing. Nice job by the defense being able to react to the quarterback once he got outside the pocket.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
Oh, he's got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Spins away from one. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. The give to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Martin will throw it. Looking left. That's caught. It's Freeman. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long in different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Off play action. Under fire. It's complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Washington State ready to go with another first down. They'll run the counter. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll go right back to it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. The nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go. Ready, go. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock. Let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Ready, go.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Buying some time as he moves left. Grabs it inside the 15. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bulldogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Fresno State. Meadow on the end zone. He's got it.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. On the option. Now the toss. Got a little grass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just given time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They'll try the counter. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Fights off a defender. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside. Red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. White 20. Ready, go. Ready, go.
They go to the ground. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Defense looks as if it's coming.
Ready, go.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Some misdirection with the counter. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.